Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome back to another instalment of the Now Review. And every great release can have a potentially great companion, as we will see here today with the latest release, Now Yearbook 81 Extra. So if you're new to the Now series, you might be aware of the yearbook format they've been doing, where they focus on a specific year, and then ever since the beginning, with the first release, 1983, they've done these extra editions, that they seem to be coming out very quickly after the original one. It wasn't that long ago when we looked at Now Yearbook 81 as a whole, CD and vinyl. You can check out that Now review if you haven't seen it. But here we are, this is the extra edition, so the cover is essentially the exact same. The only difference, of course, is you'll see on the right it says the word extra, and at the top it says collector's edition. Now, what makes this a collector's edition as opposed to, say, the vinyl or the special edition CD of the regular releases? I'm not really sure, but hey, that's what it says. And at the bottom it says 66 more essential hits from 1981. So if you particularly like that year in pop music or mainstream music and Now Yearbook 81 wasn't enough for you, then you're getting 66 more tracks. So yeah, aside from that, cover art's pretty much the same. As all these extra releases are, this is a 3-disc album, so let's turn it around now to the all-important track list. So, CD1, we're kicking off with the late great John Lennon and Watching the Wheels. That's not a song I'm actually familiar with, so I'm excited to listen to that. The Police with Invisible Sun, U2 with Gloria, The Jam with Absolute Beginners, Pretenders with Message of Love, The Teardrop Explodes with Treason, The Human League with Open Your Heart, Spandau Ballet with The Freeze, Duran Duran with Careless Memories, Soft Cell with Bedsitter, Japan with Visions of China, Heaven 17 with Play to Win, Visage with Visage, well that's helpful, Tom Tom Club with Genius of Love, Blue Rondo a la Turk with Me and Mr. Sanchez, Madness with Return of the Lost Palmer 7, Kool and the Gang with Stepping Out, Shalimar Make That Move, The Pointer Sisters with Slow Hand, really nice ballad by the way, if you haven't heard that before, I'd definitely check that one out. Randy Crawford with You Might Need Somebody, Grover Washington Jr. feat Bill Withers and Just the Two of Us, and we finish CD1 off with Diana Ross and It's My Turn. So 22 tracks there. This already gives you the scope of what 1981 was like. How that sort of new wavy type music was coming in a lot with acts like Spandau coming in, Duran Duran were coming in, and all that sort of stuff. You had The Police, U2. A lot of new bands came around in 1981, and it's sort of like the final swan song. You had like one or two last disco-esque sounding hits before that took a rest for a while. So yeah, already great scope here. CD2 kicks off with Adam and the Ants and Ant Rap. I've never been a fan of Adam and the Ants, I don't know why, just don't click with that sort of music. Toya and I Want to Be Free, Kim Wilde with Checkered Love, Altered Images with I Could Be Happy, Susan Fassbender with Twilight Cafe, Godley and Cream with Wedding Bells, Graham Bonnet with Night Games, Electric Light Orchestra with Twilight, Daryl Hall and John Oates with You Make My Dreams Come True. If you don't know that by name, trust me, you'll have heard this in a great number of things. Rick Springfield with Jessie's Girl, that's a cracking song, REO Speedwagon with Take It on the Run, Juice Newton with Angel of the Morning, Bucks Fizz with One of Those Nights, Modern Romance with Moosey, that was hard, Madness with Shut Up, The Boomtown Rats with The Elephant's Graveyard, Kirsty MacColl with There's a Guy Works Down the Chip Shop, Swears He's Elvis. What a title that is, and what a song that is as well. And bear in mind, 1981, this was only 4 years after Elvis passed away, of course. Shakin' Stevens with You Drive Me Crazy, Stray Cats with Stray Cat Strut, Keith Marshall with Only Crying, Barry Manilow with Bermuda Triangle, The Tweets with The Birdie Song, yes, it's that Birdie Song, and Louis Clark conducting the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra and Hooked on Classics. So 23 tracks there, that takes you total to 45. And CD3 then, we kick off with The Human League once again, another track for them, The Sound of the Crowd. Visage also have a second track with Mind of a Toy. The Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark with Joan of Arc. Duran Duran have another track with My Own Way. Japan with The Art of Parties. Spandau Ballet have another track, this time it's Muscle Bound. Tears for Fears are here with one of their earlier songs, So for the Children. Our Daughter's Wedding with Lawn Chairs. Simple Minds with The American. New Order and Ceremony. The Psychedelic Furs with Pretty in Pink. Adam and the Ants have another track with Kings of the Wild Frontier. Bow Wow Wow with Chihuahua. Public Image Limited with Flowers of Romance. Suey and the Banshees with Arabian Nights. The Teardrop Explodes are back again with Passionate Friend. The Jam as well have another track with Funeral Pyre. The Clash and the Magnificent Seven. Sugar Minot or Mino? I don't know, you'll have to let me know in the comments. A Good Thing Going. Bad Manners with Walking in the Sunshine. and we close off with UB40 and Don't Slow Down. 21 tracks there, 66 in total. So I'll give my thoughts on the track list in just a second, but let's open this up, see what we got inside. So the first thing you'll notice is adverts. We love adverts here on this show. It's obviously advertising the other extra releases that are available. So you can get Now Yearbook 82 Extra, 83 Extra, and 84 Extra. I'm guessing you can still get those in places like HMV. I don't think they've stopped. You'll have to let me know. I haven't specifically checked, but it's saying they're all available. And of course, follow Now on all their social medias. And in terms of the discs, 3 discs as mentioned, predominantly red as you'd expect from the cover, the difference being the trimming around the logo. Disc 1 has an orange trim, disc 2 is a blue trim, and disc 3 is a sort of very bright green trim, and they all have the word extra on them as well, housed in this case. So those are your discs. So yeah, in terms of track list then, very interesting, because a lot of the time with these extra releases, there's a great deal many songs I either don't recognise by name or I just don't know, full stop. And the thing is, I recognise most of the artists, so the chance to listen to songs I haven't heard before from artists I admire or respect is always a fun time. So I think even if I knew no songs on here, I'd always pick up these extra releases because they're a nice compendium as well. They're like a nice bookend to the regular yearbook releases as well. So in terms of who I'd recommend this for, if you're like me in that sense, if you want to hear songs you might not have necessarily heard from many artists who were big in their day, then I'd recommend it. I mean, also if you were a big fan of 1981, that new wavy era of pop and mainstream, then that's definitely one for you as well. If you're not into that, obviously maybe stay away, but I guess you would have stayed away from Now Yearbook 81, so why would you get this? But in terms of its availability, it's all the usuals. I got mine from HMV, currently retails there for £8.99. You can also get it, I'm sure, from Amazon and a few online retailers as well, or an independent music shop if you have one near you. But yes, that is all for this installment of the Now Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, as always, please leave a like on the video and let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know what you think of this album, if you're going to pick it up for yourself, are you just going to stick with the yearbook, or are you just passing on this 1981 album entirely? Let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. We'd love to have you aboard. I've been Adam Martyn from AMTV. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, JPK Live, Anna Art, Adam Martyn's biggest fan, Max Jackson, Kelly is Live, Tracy Smith, Britney Fan 1999, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Mitchell, Ethan Carberry Holt, Jamal Yusuf, and Tajan the video editor, our AMTV staff members.